Most sports organizations, especially when it comes to helping, they always assist the athlete academically, athletically, especially getting them, making sure they make the grades to pass and perform their athletic endeavor and make it on to college, hopefully to get that scholarship. But very few organizations assist the coach because you know what? The coach is a human being and the coach needs help too. And joining me to discuss about the Brooklyn sports community is Ted Gustis. Ted, welcome.
Hey, Michael, how are you, man?
Also PSAL basketball commissioner, right?
Yes, sir.
And a lot of other things. He's a real main man when you need help in the community. Also joining me is Tev, the educated voice of the Brooklyn sports community. Former athlete, track and field from Grady, went on to New Haven, right?
Yes, sir.
And when it comes to singing the national anthem, blowing it from sea to shining sea. Look, did I say that right? Sea to shining sea. All right, I said that right. All right. Is Von Middleton. Von.
How you doing?
Welcome.
What's up, man?
How's
How you
everything?
doing? Everything is great.
Y'all good?
Yes,
All right,
man.
good. I'm good. I'm back. Right, good. All right. All right. Now let's talk about what's going on, especially with the Brooklyn sports community. This is the first organization of its kind that I'm aware of that wants to assist the coach, because we assume the coach knows everything, especially when it comes to X and O's, getting you up, making sure you run the play right, correct, making sure you eat well, making sure you get the grades, and you know, and academically you are prepared to move on to the next level. But this organization is different. Explain how it all came about to you.
Yeah, Michael, you know, about 3 years ago, I thought of the Brooklyn sports community and as a way to have the coaches and the sports community from Brooklyn to be able to come together and communicate with each other and give messages to each other. So I created a Facebook page. And
When did this come about? What, about a year ago?
no, about 3 years ago.
Okay.
You know, I created a Facebook page, and it was great because what happened on that page, I began to get people from all over Brooklyn, all over the country, people from Brooklyn that are in the sports community, and they join there. And that's the place where we give messages and so forth. But what we've done with the sports community is the opportunity to get our coaches to teach them and help them and train them, give them the tools beyond the X and O's. And today's young people, in order for us to improve the quality of life for our student athletes, we must have our coaches at the top of their game. And like you said, a lot of times we think coaches got it all. But, you know, we need all the training and everything that possibly they can get, yes.
And also to deal with the athlete on a human level, because the athlete may be going through a lot of problems at home, off and on the field, off and on the court too, right?
I always tell athletes and coaches that 90% of the game is played here and in your emotions. So a lot of our young people are definitely having challenges off the court, and we need to be able to address it. A lot of times our coaches are not equipped to address it. You know, they come in and everything is pounding for a game and getting set for a game, but then they have the game of life on the other side, and our young people is like, geez, you know, if you only knew what I was kind of growing through, as I call, in my life, yes.
Your role in the Brooklyn sports community, how did you get involved? Go ahead. Jump at it. Jump off.
Well, we're both independent artists of the community of Brooklyn. We tour around to different schools and basketball games. Last year, I got a chance to sing the national anthem at track meets, volleyball,
you
and
sang it here,
basketball,
right?
and I sang it here.
During the All-Star Week.
Yeah, I sure did. It was awesome. And what my experience is, well, for one, I haven't been so exposed like that before, so I got a chance to see all these athletes and see their confidence and see that their heart is really in this. And as a person of the community, I walk around and I notice that a lot of young people really don't communicate with each other. We don't really interact with each other, and that's a problem to me, because how can you have a community where we're all strangers? So we connected to the Brooklyn sports community so that we can use our movement that we just started called Community CPR to enlighten and change the lives.
Explain what that's all about. Is also using a cell phone or your
Yes,
device?
yes. We have the whole movement. Well, so this is the movement. It was inspired by a couple of things, especially in America. A lot of things that happen in the media, and we wanted to take a stand and change and come with solutions. And I seen the CPR on the police.
What does CPR mean also? Because on the police vehicle, it means courtesy, professionalism, respect.
Right.
Some people say we haven't been getting that at all. But go ahead, go into it a little bit more. Also, Tab, your take on it?
Well,
Your take, it means community,
yeah, for sure. I'm a
community,
hip hop artist.
professionalism, and respect, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So we have like a little twist. Like he sings and I'm a hip hop artist, so I rap. But we have positive music and we give messages through our music. And with our experiences over the 4 years, we went to schools across the country and performed at schools and gave workshops and informative concerts. And so we were like, you know what, we need to do something else, change our initiative. It used to be bullying and obesity, but now we're changing it into being more into the community. And
How do
youth
you address it
empowerment.
also to the particular high school athlete, college athlete, and also person playing Little League? How do you address that?
Well, they're humans outside of off the court and off the field. I was a track athlete at once, but I was also an artist, and I knew there was two sides, and there are athletes like that have two sides, and they're in the community. So we knew that we could communicate through our talents in order to speak to them in their field or at a basketball game or off the court in their school. So.
Okay, Ted, also the borough president has some involvement in this initiative?
He certainly does. In fact, last year during the PSAL championship at the Barclays Center, I got the opportunity to speak to him, and I was sharing
That's
with
Borough
him
President,
the
Eric
borough
Adams.
Eric Adams, and I got the opportunity to share with him my desire to begin to assist and bring tools to our coaches so they can better serve our young people.
What are some of those tools you're bringing?
Well, there is a couple of things that we're doing. First of all, we wanted to connect the athlete with the coaches a little bit better. So what is one thing that the athletes and all our young people carry, and that's right in your hand, and that's that mobile device. So we created what we call the community mobile coach. And this is a mobile coach where now that coach will be available for that athlete almost 24/7, just by the touch of some of the things that we're doing on it. So we're able to put together a program like that, an app that we've created that now will allow these coaches to be in touch, communicate with their players. And a lot of these young people need 24/7. In our communities, as you know, unfortunately, we have a lot of young people that don't have fathers home and dads home and so forth. So this become that watch for them.
The other problem also, when I attended that meeting last week, was a real informative meeting down at Borough Hall, was also gang activity, so-called gang activity, because everyone wants to belong to something,
Right.
or someone, or an organization. And they are reaching out to those that are available to them in their community, right?
And you're absolutely right. And gangs are really like teams, and teams provide some of the things that you need to give that young person love, respect, and all the things that they are going for in the gang situation.
Media coverage also, high school sports, how you feel about high school, college here, also in this borough?
Well, without a definite, first of all, we don't have enough, because we have some of these positive things that are taking place among our former athletes and athletes. It's just not enough. Brooklyn in itself, I keep telling you, I need you to be at many of our functions and so forth that we have with our little leagues and our high school and even our college. Because sports is a major, sports and entertainment is the way that we need to be able to catch our young people. And having an opportunity for a place like this to come in and bring them in to share their thoughts and their ideas is absolutely
Because sports and entertainment is
imperative.
there, and it's like everything else in basketball, everything is off the dribble. From there, maybe perhaps you can go into science or med school or become a teacher. Anything.
Well, let me tell you, not only is necessary, but I'm here because of sports. I'm a former Brooklyn sport player. I played ball at Canarsie High
Wow.
School.
Play World Be Free, right?
World Be Free, and be off from away from the court. It took me to other places. I got a chance to meet so many people. That one basketball allowed me to travel across the world and meet so many people. And this is what we working with the coaches about, and that is how we can take what we do with our young people to improve their quality of life away from the courts or the playing fields. And it's so important for us.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Really, pleasure having you on.
It's a pleasure
All
having
right. Hope to have you back again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ted.
Yes, sir.
All right. Coming up, designers on the loose. But first, check out the latest viral video on the subject featuring one of our next guests.